Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to be showing just some of the progress of these plants and the ones that have started budding and the ones that have started flowering, and I have a lot of growth in this video. The growth of the plants and the growth of the vegetables that are on the plants. So let's get into these clips. So we kind of changed things up a bit. Josh took down the greenhouse and left just the shell. I think what we'd want to do is maybe put some like chicken wire around it to keep some of the animals out. All right, so I'm going to show you, there's a lot of new plants in here that we got today. This one's not new. This one we just replanted into the ground. This was in one of the buckets, the cherry tomatoes. We also moved the kiwi plant into here so it gets more sunlight because it thrives in sunlight. And then over here we have another tomato plant, and this is one of the ones we've already had. I don't know which one it is. The slicing tomato. Then over here are two green peppers that we already had, and then the basil that we already had, and then the rest of these are new plants. So the first one is a banana pepper, but it's sweet. It's a sweet banana pepper. So I'm actually really excited about that because I've never tried a sweet banana pepper before. Then over here we have Roma tomatoes. They're basically plum tomatoes. Excited about that, and it's already starting to flower, as well as I think, yeah, the pepper up here is starting to bud as well. And over here I'm excited about this. This is butternut squash, and I'm excited to cook with that because I've never cooked with it before and I've always kind of wanted to. And then here we have 4 of these. I didn't know it came in a pack of 4, but we have red cabbage. I'm excited to have some cabbage and red cabbage at that. And then over here there are 4 plants as well, and this is green cabbage. Then here we have some jalapenos. I didn't even notice that we didn't get any, so when we went out today, Josh goes, "Do we have any jalapenos?" And I said, "Nope." So we grabbed one of those, and that is starting to bud up here as well. And then over here we have a new tomato plant. This is supersonic tomatoes, and it is flowering up there. Then over here we have a different kind of basil. This is pesto perpetuo, and that's what it looks like. It's got some white on it. Then over here we've got some spaghetti squash, which I'm super excited about because you can replace noodles with spaghetti squash, and it's a lot healthier than all those carbs. And then lastly, I thought that was bok choy when I saw that picture at first, but if you look close enough, it's white eggplant. So I'm really excited to see if they taste any different than purple eggplant and kind of what they look like. So that was the last of the new plants that we got. This is an older plant, but this is our Hungarian hot wax peppers. Look at that. A pepper is starting to grow. Super exciting. And I believe, no, not quite yet on that side, but that has flowered, and that is, these are starting to grow. I apologize for the loud noise right now. It's just the neighbor. This is the sweet cherry peppers, and they are starting to grow as well. So they are coming out green and long kind of shaped, And I'm wondering if this is not what it says, but we'll find out when they get a little bit bigger. But this one has 2 started already. I wanted to show you this. I had no idea that my husband planted this over here because it was so tiny. But that basil that I thought was dead, it has come back to life. So I'm super excited about that. So these are the cherry tomatoes, and they have actually started to grow right here. We have some right there, and I think there's some throughout there. This is actually a new plant. We got some leeks. I'm excited for that. Those are, I guess, kind of like scallions or green onions. So they're really good for like chopping up into cooking. And this one is new as well. We got some Smokin' Ed's Carolina Reapers, and I was trying to find the Scoville, like the heat for this. It's over 1 million, I know that, like over 1,000,000, or over 1,100,000, but I don't know the exact number. But here is the plant right here. This is another plant that we're gonna have to be careful picking. You have to use gloves because the oils actually get on the outside of the peppers, so you can really burn your fingers trying to pick them. So my dill plant has really taken off. That is crazy. Look how thick the stalks are now. That is crazy. This was such a tiny plant when we first got it, and it's huge now. I cannot wait to cook with this. So these are the hot red cherry peppers, and right here, we've got one started. So this is the Hungarian hot wax again, and look how big that pepper's gotten. I'm not sure how big it's supposed to get before you pick it. We'll find out. There's also another little guy up here, and another little guy over here, and then one that's going to pop out really soon out of that one. Then we've got the giant Marconi peppers, and there's a little guy forming right here. Then we've got our sweet cherry peppers, and this one's getting kind of big. I don't know when it's supposed to turn red, but then we've got another one started over here, and then another one over here. And then we've got a teeny tiny one coming up over here. This is the eggplant plant, and we have a flower starting at the top that was not there the last time I filmed this. And the other eggplant, we've got a flower forming right there too. And the leaves kind of got eaten up, I think, by bugs. So our Carolina Reaper now has buds starting. Really excited about that. The sweet banana peppers, and these are sweet, not the hot ones, right there. They have buds starting at the top as well. So I'm not sure which one this is. It's a tomato plant. The little sign thingy has seemed to disappear, but we have a tomato starting right up here, right there. So our jalapenos have started flowering and budding up here. And look how big my basil plant got. This was the one that I was like, oh, it's dead, it died. No, it came back, and it's getting so big and full. I'm really excited about that. So my Carolina Gold tomato plant has started to flower at the top here. It's really hard to see because of the glare, but right there. So the Hungarian hot wax pepper, it's gotten a little bit bigger. It might be ready to pick in the next like few days, maybe a week. So this is the giant Marconi pepper, and look how cute it is. It's getting a little bit bigger. And also right up here where you see that little thing sticking out right there, that is another pepper that has started. So this is our purple beauty peppers. And if you notice right up here in the middle, right there, there is a pepper started up there as well. So the sweet cherry peppers, they're still green. I wonder when it's going to turn. It looks a little yellow at the top, so maybe that's a sign that it's starting to turn red, but I'm not sure. The one in the back over here has gotten a little bit bigger, and so is this one. They were like really tiny a couple days ago. So the cherry tomatoes have gotten a few more little teeny tiny tomatoes on there. Look at all those now. There's only a couple on that one a couple days ago. There's some back there. And then there's one, a little teeny tiny one right there. Two of them. So the kiwi plant is not looking too well. A little bit worried about that, but we'll see. Josh was reading that it takes like 4 years for it to actually mature. So we're definitely not gonna see any fruit on it this year. So this is the Roma tomato plant, and there are two tomatoes started on this one over there. And then there is one up there. So my spaghetti squash, it's getting some flowers starting. I guess you would call those buds. And I believe this is the butternut one. This could be the butternut and this could be the spaghetti. I'm not quite sure. There's only one tag on here, but I know we got one of each. But this one is starting to bud right there and right there. So this is the red hot cherry, and the pepper on that is getting a little bigger. And the Hungarian hot wax, it's almost ready to pick. There is one here, one there, and then there's a little teeny tiny one. It's hard to see, started up here. This is the ghost peppers, and if you can see all the way up at the top, it is now starting to bud. This is our Nameless pepper. It's one that we lost the little tags to, but if you can see right there, so hard to see. Let me back up a little bit, but right there, there's a little like thing sticking out. There we go. And that is a little pepper peeking out from right there. So these are the giant Marconis. And this cute little guy right here is getting bigger. And then we've got two, one right there and one right there, that have started to pop out. And with our purple beauty right here, as you can see, that one that was there yesterday is now gotten bigger. Now onto the sweet cherry peppers. These are still pretty much the same. They have not changed colors yet. But up here there are 1, 2, and on this side, 3 more peppers that have started. Here we have the purple eggplant, and if you can see right here, the bud has started to flower at the bottom, and that is going to open up and bloom, and then we will see our first eggplant probably in the next like maybe 4 to 5 days. So this is the strawberry plant, and it's getting a lot bigger, if you can see in comparison with my hand. But okay, that's not part of that, that's a weed. There are no more buds on this anymore. Everything that was on here kind of gotten eaten off, but I think it was just blooming early. Like, it wasn't supposed to bloom that early, but it did because of the environment that it was in. So right now I think it's just growing a bit before it starts blooming again. But hopefully when it does start producing more fruit, whatever was eating it will have stopped eating it, hopefully. So I was mistaken earlier. Those squashes over there, they were both spaghetti. I guess there were 2 plants in one container that we got, because this is my butternut squash and it has not started flowering or anything yet as of I can see. I can't see any, but it's gotten fairly big. So this is the basil, the live basil plant that I got from the supermarket. It's pretty much dead. My husband said they're really hard to replant because they've been shocked so much from being out of the dirt for so long. So that's fine, because we have like 4 other basil plants. So yeah, this one's gonna need to get dug up because I think it's a goner. So this is my orange, my golden California Wonder bell pepper, and it has started budding on the top. It's in the front of the in the front yard, and my husband is eventually going to move it to the backyard to get better sunlight, because right now there's like kind of like a tree above it and stuff. But it just started budding, and I don't even remember if I showed you guys this because my husband put it like way off into the distance in the front yard. I forgot we even had it. But this is the rosemary, and it's gotten fairly big since we got it. So the tasty green cucumber is starting to, I think that's flower. The flower buds like right there, and there's some down there. And the burpless cucumber, it's flowering up here and over there. And the zucchini, it's starting to flower down at the bottom. There's 3 flowers down there, and then one little one down there. I just wanted to show how big this cherry tomato plant has gotten. This is my hand in comparison. It got huge. So that was everything for this video. Hopefully by the next video there will be some harvesting. I will be showing more growth because obviously not everything's going to be ready to harvest yet. But as you can see, those the hot peppers, I forget what they're called. They're the long, skinny hot peppers. At least one of those will definitely be ready to harvest by my next video. And maybe some of the other peppers, because a lot have gotten pretty big, and maybe even some of the cherry tomatoes will be ready to harvest. So hopefully we'll get a few harvests in this next video. But that is everything for this video, and I hope you guys had fun coming along this journey with me, and I hope you guys really like these gardening videos because I'm having a lot of fun doing them. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have an awesome day. Bye.